A person represents themselves. As an example, if people know you personally, your personality, what you do, how you act, represents you. If you're nasty to people, even somebody that you don't know eventually will hit that you're a nasty person, or that you're tough to deal with, or you're impolite, or whatever the case may be. When somebody acts good or bad, if the family is around, they'll say, "Oh, they're nasty." So you represent also your family and your roots. If you live in a certain town and somebody's car breaks down and you're nice to them, as an example, people say, "Gee, the people there seem pretty nice." If you're mean, like if somebody's car breaks down in the country and some farmer comes up with a shotgun and says, "Hey, you better get out of here. We don't like people around here," you'll say, "Oh, the people around there are really nasty." And also, where you work or do business you represent them too. I remember I was running a gas station in Westfield, New Jersey, and this was in the 60s and 70s, and actually up to about 1980. And we hired a young gas pumper, and we had signs all over the place: mechanic on duty, do tune-ups, brake jobs, mufflers, shocks, etc. You know, the standard thing. And I heard a customer stopped and went over to the young guy and said, "Do you do tune-ups?" And he said, "No, I don't do tune-ups." And the guy pulled away, and I went to the young guy and I said, "Why did you tell him you didn't do tune-ups?" He said, "Well, I don't do tune-ups." I said, "But when you work here, you represent this place. So what you do or you don't do, you represent this place. If you work at Burger King or McDonald's or Wendy's or any place, any business, any place, and you act nice or bad to people, you represent that place. They'll say the people in Burger King are rude, or the people in Burger King are really friendly." So we ourselves, we represent ourselves, we represent our family, we represent our community, and we put on the face that people will see, whether we're good people or bad people or friendly people or accommodating or nice people. We represent. If you work in a hospital and somebody says, "This person looks like they need oxygen," you say, "I don't do oxygen." They expect you to get them help, because now you're representing the hospital, you're not representing yourself. What you do or don't do if you work at a hospital is regardless of anything. You're expected to help somebody. And it's very interesting that a lot of people don't realize that they represent their self, their family, their community, where they work and where they do business. And if somebody's in trouble and they come over to somebody in an ice cream parlor and the person says, "I don't want to bother with you," they'll say, "They're really unfriendly in that place." And the rest of the people may be very nice. So the point is, represent yourself very well, do the right thing, be a nice person, and you represent all the people around you. You would be surprised at what a domino effect it has for you and anybody around you and people that know you, and represent yourself and everybody else well and do a good job.